Ooh.
Gaudete, gaudete, Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine. Gaudete, 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 Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine. Gaudete. Tempus ad gratiae, hoc quod optabamus, hamina letitia, devote redamus. Gaudete, gaudete, Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine. Gaudete, 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 Christus es natus, ex Maria Virgine. Gaudete. Deus homo factus est natura merante, mundus renovatus est a Christo regnante. Gaudete, gaudete, Christus est natus, ex Maria Virgine. Gaudete, 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 Christus est natus, ex Maria Virgine. Gaudete. Ex celis porta, clausa Petrum Tito, unde lux est tota, salus invenido. Gaudete, gaudete, Christus est natus, ex Maria Virgine. Gaudete, 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 Christus est natus, ex Maria Virgine. Gaudete. Ego nostra consito, salatiam in nostro, benedicat Domino, salus Regi nostro. Gaudete, gaudete, Christus est natus, ex Maria Virgine. Gaudete, 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 Christus est natus, ex Maria Virgine. Gaudete, 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 Christus est natus, ex Maria Virgine. Gaudete.
Brilliant.
Wow. I haven't seen that for a long time.
That was lovely, wasn't it? I forgot how good that is. But I was just thinking, like, how well you look, though, Vince, because like you look really, really well since when last I saw you. Because
I'll tell you, in that video, you look amazing.
I know it was just making me think. Maybe I need to get some filler or something from the seeing myself on the video. No, but are you well, Vince?
I'm fine, thank you. And if anybody's out there listening, this is the Erasure Evening In With.
Yeah.
And this is our pre-Christmas little show that we're doing. And we're going to play some music. We can have a little bit of a chat, and probably, and we've got all we're very festive. Oh, really festive at the moment. Oh, you're wearing your lovely Christmas hat.
I've got my Christmas hat. We got the tree was done courtesy of Steve when I got back.
Lovely.
Already. Yeah, and it's got all loads of snow on it.
Yeah.
But it's funny because there's not that many Christmas decorations in Miami. Are there?
No.
Not really. So I think it's because they had the Art Basel festival before the, at the beginning of December. So everybody was in town for that. So
Right.
They've been doing all sorts of things for the. Have you heard of those non-fungible tokens, Vince? Supposedly you can sell a part of a painting, a digital painting, but just the one pixel.
Oh.
you just sell one pixel of your painting, so you can basically cut your painting up into 1,000 pieces and sell each little dot for like £10,000 or whatever.
When they doing that, when they were doing something like that with the old Disney, the early Disney films, that you could buy cells.
The painted cells, I love those.
Yeah.
These painted cells. They used to have that shop in LA. Do you remember? It was from where we just round the corner where we used to stay
Yes.
at the park. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they still sell those things.
Do they?
Yeah. And
No.
well, that's actually a good idea.
And someone's making money out of something, you know.
Yeah.
All the time. Anyway, how you been? Your trip back to Florida was not too
fine.
uneventful.
No, it was really fine. I mean, I'm glad I got the ticket when I did, because it was kind of like, in some ways, perfect timing, you know, because we know, unfortunately, there's this new Omicron going around, this new
Yes.
COVID thing, which everybody needs to be really careful about, you know, all of us. But yeah, I think timing wise, it was the perfect time just to get here, Vince, you know, because I don't know if things are being closed down again or what's going on, but
No, I know.
you know, it's all very much up in the air again.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, because I think in the last couple of days they reintroduced. Now, were you to travel from England to the US,
Yeah,
then I think you'd have to have gone into isolation for a couple of days, I think, and then get like a positive test.
Yes, or you can. I think what they did last time was you have to get sign a locator form or something, which is just proof that you're going to have a test after you get back.
Yeah.
But they won't let you on the plane until you have that. Proof of that test.
Yeah. Well, that's what happened to me when I travelled from the UK to the US. I mean, you know, I had to wait 10 days, and then
Were they okay when you got there?
It was actually, you know what, I was dreading it, but at the end of the day, I just showed them my double vax form to say that I'd been double vaxxed, green card, passport, all the rest of it, and I got through really quickly. Actually, you know,
and that's why I was really surprised, because they didn't see my vaccinations at all, even though I had everything.
Yeah.
You know, I had my O1 in the passport. You know.
Yeah.
I think maybe because I was the first person coming into the country with the O1 from the band, maybe, you know, because he didn't have any idea who I was or anything, you know. It's like, I mean, why should they, you know? But it's like, oh, what do you do? I said, well, you know, I'm the singer in a band, and it's called Erasure, you know. Right, they don't know what it is. I just say, oh yeah, it's from the 80s, you know. Then when you say that, they're like, oh yeah, I know that. But they were very nice, though, you know. And I just feel like because I always just have my luggage with me. They always say, oh, haven't you got any suitcases and stuff? I just say no, and then just walk through. But I'm just waiting for the day when they're going to stop me, you know, and knock all through all the stuff I'm carrying. You know?
Yeah.
But it was fine though, and I was quite surprised because the flight was half empty.
Yeah, mine was too.
Yeah, you know, so it's still not taken off.
No,
traveling, no.
And it's incredibly stressful, I think.
Yeah, it is, for all the rules and everything you have to do.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
So
but anyway, we're both back home.
Yeah, we're really pleased,
and the tour went very well, I thought.
Yeah, it's still going well, isn't it, Vince? Coming up. Well, we hope so. Fingers crossed for everybody that it's going to go ahead. I mean, who knows, you know? But hopefully it will do.
It was a shame because it was a shame because we had all of these protocol rules around the tour. So it didn't feel like a real tour. I mean, having said that, I mean, the performances themselves were great, you know, and it was lovely to do that thing, you know. But like the other stuff around it was like,
felt like a bit like you were doing a gig or you were doing a tour in a foreign country, wasn't it? Almost like,
right? Yes,
in your own country.
Yes,
you know. So
that was kind of weird for me anyway. I mean, it was because I always look forward to coming to England, obviously, see my mates and see my family, you know, but none of that happened.
No.
I mean, you know, we just stuck in this little
bubble
of little people, you know.
And that's what it's going to continue to be, though, isn't it?
It looks like it, yeah.
We have to. Everybody has to, you know.
Yeah.
And also, I think it seems like, even though it was short, that tour, bit of the tour, it sort of makes it feel long because we've got a break, this bit of a break in between. Do you feel like that? You feel like, because you feel like you're sort of still on tour, but not properly.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I don't. I mean, I guess I'm just thinking more about like what's going to happen in the American leg.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're going to different states, and in every state has a different rules.
Yeah.
So who knows? You know, I mean, you know, some places are more lax than others, I guess.
I think
I'm in
in general, yeah.
and it's pretty strict here. I mean, pretty responsible. They're like, you know, no one's walking in the street without a mask on now.
No. I think as well. I mean, you know, in Florida as well, it's like, even though these places are kind of like, you know, they say they're a law unto themselves kind of thing. I think most people are really sensible.
Yeah.
You know, because they want to protect themselves. You know, it's not, you're protecting other people as well.
Yeah.
You know, by wearing masks and stuff. You know, and I think it's a good thing.
So have you been so since you've been back to Miami, have you been out at all? Any restaurants or anything like that?
Did we go to one restaurant? No, we haven't, not yet.
We went to Lilliquoy.
Oh, we went to a really nice breakfast place. It was organic breakfast place, just by South Point Park, and it was really lovely. I had eggs Benedict. It's all organic with really creamy hollandaise sauce, with their own smoked salmon that they smoke it themselves.
Oh.
Then we had that with risotto, mushroom risotto, and we saved the mushroom risotto for 3 more meals after we got home. So we just had the last today with some squash. So we might just go and go there, you know, just stock up on the risotto each time.
Are you? How's your family dog? Dare I ask?
He's lovely, hon. He's just getting he's getting old now.
I know.
He's kind of he's a little bit weak on his back legs, Angel. So sometimes you have to lift him a little bit because they kind of go away from underneath him. He forgets he's not so strong, but because the way how he sleeps, his leg gets tucked under the back of him, so he goes mum. You know, so he wakes up and it's kind of like walking with a little clump, you know, poor little thing. But he's here now. You can't see him, but he's wagging his tail. Oh, can you see him?
Yeah, I can see him. Yeah.
There he is. He knows you're talking about him. You've asked about him. Hello. Here's Angel, everyone. Yay. But it is lovely to see him because it's like, you know, having a member of your family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really funny because when I got back to the US, to New York, I mean, I haven't seen my cat for like 6 or 7 days.
No.
And you know, cats aren't really like dogs. They're not the same.
That was the first.
And he was like super excited. I mean, it was funny because it was if a stranger comes into the house, you know, he freaks out. He either hides or bites them.
Yeah.
And my cat was like super enthusiastic. Like he remembered me, and I was really touched by that. Yeah, I was even as much touched by that as the fact that I was touched by the fact that my wife remembered me and my son.
Oh, well, did your son tell you he missed you? No.
You know, he asked me for things.
Sorry, that's probably a bit too embarrassing. Sorry. What to ask that? Anyway, let's see what's going on. We got any? We're playing some music as well, aren't we?
I believe so. Yeah, I'm not sure what's coming up next. I think there is a timetable, but
still chatting a little bit. So yeah, I didn't realise because the we had the EP out, the NEEP, which was sort of like a joke. I mean, not the EP, but it was actually, it was called NEEP, which is NE is for neon. But then I thought it's funny because it spells neep, you know, for like parsnips that you have at Christmas time. But you can't beat a good curried parsnip, can you, Vince?
I know. Or tatties and needs, mate.
Yeah, but they're very sweet as well, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
Do you like? I love them in pasties. You know when they have them in pasties. Sometimes. You
Oh,
get them in
yes, exactly. In a lamb pasty.
there. Yeah, with carrots and lamb.
Yeah, there's a little bit of sweetness there going on, you know? Yeah, it's very special. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to play I think that we're playing a track, probably a remix track or something.
From the Neon EP. I think it is Richard, isn't it? It's the lead single, "Time Hearts Full of Love."
Oh yeah.
No regrets. How long will this heartache remain? To err is only human. I feel like I'm walking on air. For a change, healing and freedom of mind. Walking through a new door. You look so pretty tonight. Hearts full of love. How will this heartache remain? To err is only human. I feel like I'm walking on air. For a change,
Are we back on?
Yeah, we're on now.
Well, that was who did that remix?
I don't know. It's TSF. Richard did say who it was, but I can't remember.
Terry Frank Smith.
Richard. Anyway,
Richard, who did that remix?
That remix was by TSF, who's an Argentinian remixer and DJ. It's called the Flow Mix, and TSF stands for Techno Man SF.
Oh, hello, Techno Man. Yeah. Oh. Well, thank you very much for doing the remix.
Yeah. You really have to change your piano sound. You can't use an M1 anymore.
Yeah,
Those days are over, mate.
those chords. And Vince, can we just say, express our condolences from Steve Bronski from Bronski Beats?
No, I couldn't believe that.
No, it's really sad. You know.
Yeah, he was like the talented one. You know, he was the one. I think he was the main driver behind the band.
Oh, the one that like got the whole thing together, or
Yeah. And I think he was the songwriter as well for
Jimmy Bronski Beat.
Yeah, for Bronski Beat. Yeah.
Oh.
In fact, we're doing our actually. I just put the I do this radio show every couple of weeks, and I just one of the what was the song? Something beat the.
Hit that perfect beat, boy.
Hit the perfect beat, yeah, and it sounded really good.
That was the follow-on with the new singer, wasn't it? After Jimmy left.
So there was. Oh, I see. I thought it was him that was singing it.
No, they got another they got a new singer afterwards.
Right.
When Jimmy left, I mean, I think because they did 2 albums, I think, together.
Oh, really?
I think so. I'm not sure. I know Barney knows, but yeah, they and then they left, and then they had Hit That Perfect Beat Boy probably about 10 years after the first.
Wow.
I think I'm not sure, Vince, but anyway.
But it sound. I played it on. I played it, and I think that sounds pretty good, you know. And it's so fast. It must be like 130 beats per minute or something.
Yes, it is really fast. But I mean, you just have to say though, what genius songs Why and Small Town Boy were.
Yeah.
It meant so much to me, you know, growing up.
I think also because he was the founding member of the.
Yeah.
And then they found Jimmy afterwards to become the singer, I believe, from the Little Like Reg, you know. And like you say, yeah, very influential band.
Yeah, amazing, really.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to as well, hon?
I
I haven't heard any of your guitar songs yet, have I? The new ones.
No, yeah, I've been working on them. You know, I've been doing some stuff, you know, and I'm quite pleased.
How's your other thing going as well on your side thing?
What side thing?
With different singers, isn't it? Or something?
I've just been doing the acoustic stuff, actually, pretty much.
Oh.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, Andy and I have been talking about the next Erasure record, and we're going to be doing we're going to be basing, I think, the record around guitar playing, not necessarily featuring guitar, but like around that idea of forming songs around guitar playing, which is kind of how we did the first 19 albums.
Yeah. So are you taking it from the riffs or the chords, Vince?
Chords.
Or both? So you're choosing the chords.
Yeah.
Then how do you decide how the riffs are going to be, or what's the tempo?
Well, it's really just like getting a vibe from the guitar.
Yeah.
You know, going, okay, that sounds
just picking up the guitar, basically.
Yeah, picking up the guitar, like and messing about, and then because there's stuff that I do with the guitar that I wouldn't do with a keyboard because I wouldn't know how to.
Yeah.
It's just stuff that comes more naturally to me.
Yeah.
And it's all based, not when we say guitar, I mean acoustic guitar. It's not nothing, you know, electrical.
It's not like all folky, like.
No, it's not picking.
No.
Because I know you hate that.
Not that I don't hate it, but it's like I think once you get like a really good guitar riff going,
yeah, exactly,
drives the song along.
Absolutely, yeah. It's funny because talking of guitars, I'm seeing Steve Walsh tomorrow.
Yay! I'll send out love.
Yeah, Steve Walsh is the guitarist that we work with on
Bill on or he used to live in
In Brooklyn, yeah, around the corner.
yeah, Brooklyn, where we did Union Street, the album, wasn't it, with him?
Yeah.
Nightbird,
Yeah.
yeah.
We first met him, I think, because he did we were doing a couple of radio sessions or something, and he came along and did those sessions. I remember, and he and I and we've all kind of got to know each other over the years.
Yeah.
And then we did the tour together, didn't we?
Yeah, we did touring. We did the that was the Union Street tour, wasn't it? Or no, well, not Cowboy. It was after Cowboy.
No, on the road to Nashville, I think that our ex-manager used to call it.
We were one of the only bands ever to play at Ryman's auditorium, Vince, which is kind of like the homeland of country music, isn't it? That place in Nashville. Yeah.
We weren't particularly country, but what the hell?
No, but we were for that band. We were for that show. We were though. So anyway, yeah, we got that going on. Are we going to Steve's sisters for our Christmas dinner again?
Oh, are you?
Yeah, which will be.
Are you doing your usual stuffing?
Really lovely. No, I can't do that because I nearly poisoned the family with my first.
Please tell us the story. Please tell us that story, Andy, again, because I know I've heard it. But
my contribution to Steve's family with my cooking was, I said, I'll do the stuffing for the Christmas dinner. So I bought all this like bloody lemon, pork mince, lamb mince, beef mince, mixed it all together. And then looked up these recipes like with dried apricots and all kinds of things. And I thought I'll make them all into stuffing balls, And but I kind of had them left out on the trays a bit too long. So by the time we'd driven 3 hours up to Steve's sister's house, I think there was a slight case of salmonella. So I think I did manage to poison his family on our very first Christmas dinner, which thankfully I've been forgiven for, Vince.
So will you be contributing to this year's Christmas dinner?
I think what will I be interpreting mostly? Contributing, sorry. Maybe peeling some potatoes, son, or
yeah, mate. Cranberry sauce is an easy one. I mean, you just have to crank with a bit of sugar, but you do have to watch the saucepan. Obviously it'll burn.
You boil it, don't you? It's like toffee, isn't it?
No, it's basically cranberries and water and sugar, and that's it, man. Yeah.
But you have to boil them for like 4 hours, don't you?
No. 20 minutes.
So anyway, that's not my Christmas dinner isn't my forte, Vince, either, which Les will tell you as well from last year was a disaster.
Well, that was the goose, wasn't it?
That was the goose. The goose that nearly laid itself. That was. But I'm still I'm sorry, Les, if you're watching this, but I'm still in the I've still got the goose fat in the fridge in the pantry though, which I'm still using it for.
Yeah, you can make some nice fries with that, mate.
Yeah, which is, but it was so sad because I was in bed asleep on Christmas Day, and Les came over. I told him to come on Boxing Day because there's no transport or anything, So he came over on Boxing Day, and he was apparently outside the house ringing the doorbell, and I was just like fast asleep. And I'm like, I'm sorry, man. And then he was kind enough to come back a couple of days later, and we had it like our late Christmas again. But never mind. That's why I'm glad to be back home in safe arms.
So who does the cooking for you when you're in Florida?
Well, to be honest, Steve's been doing it all the time, Vince, and he's doing amazing. Some of the meals that we've had, he just has beef. What's it called again for lunch? Ribeye.
Oh, nice.
You had that.
Will he be doing the Christmas dinner then?
No, his sister's doing the dinner. Stephanie and Jim. They we have duck every year, so we have roasted duck.
Oh, lovely! I love duck.
Yeah, the wings. Is it the wings or the legs?
The breast.
The breasts.
Hand
Breasts.
roasted.
All pan fried and roasted. Yeah. So we have
Delicious.
them. Yeah, but it's not so much about the roasted potatoes in the US, is it? It's more about the mashed potatoes and
Oh yeah.
the accompaniments. Compliments.
We'll have roast potatoes. this
We have roast potatoes. But they also have just loads of things on the sides, you know?
It's all the fixings.
Yeah, all the fixings, exactly, and stuffings. Fixings and stuffings. And you've ordered yours already?
Yeah, well, it's the usual. It's the beef, and I'm probably going to make like a sort of like some cabbage. It's not like a cabbage with apple and onion
Yeah,
and vinegar.
yeah.
Which is pretty good.
I bet they're glad to have their chef home, weren't they?
Well, my son certainly was. Yeah,
Yeah.
he really hasn't eaten for 6 weeks, you know. So
Oh, they did. They did. They have pizza, don't they, Vince? Mostly. Don't know.
well, pizza, Thai, and Chinese,
Oh,
and Indian.
yeah. We
So-
we had a good takeaway, didn't we? Thai. Yeah, we had a really nice Thai.
Yeah.
That was again duck. We had duck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
With red curry
with
sauce.
red curry sauce, duck with red
Lovely. Yeah.
and then steamed rice,
Cabbage with garlic.
cabbage with garlic. That was really nice.
Mm.
And that was it, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Pork belly,
Yeah,
pork belly,
crispy pork belly.
which I love. You know,
I love
crispy-
I love pork belly. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a real challenge to cook. I've done that a few times.
I don't think I to make it pork belly.
Yeah.
It seems so delicate. You know, the
Yeah.
between the getting the crispy and the
Crispy on the outside and like really
Yeah.
super juicy
yeah.
inside. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the secret, Vince? You must.
Well, the
know.
secret is you that basically you cook the pork with just the meat submerged in the liquid. So
Oh, right.
skin on top stays on.
Stays out of the water.
Yes,
Skin
but
is-
the liquid stays
Mm,
below the skin.
yeah.
What do I know? I mean, I'm just making this shit up. You know.
Just
Let's hear some more music. What's next, Richard?
Sound Hi-ho. Let's have a look on the list. Oops. Let me have a look. Let's see. It says "Come On, Baby," which we didn't know. I'm sorry, but we didn't know what to call it. One of those ones. It's called "Come On, Baby," and it's Mark Robertham's mix. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. That's it.
That was
Lovely.
it. So who was that remixed by?
Mark Rowbotham. He's done loads of mixes for us.
Was he?
No, he's got his own channel on YouTube. He does loads and loads of mixes, and they've been going down really well. So he's on board, I think.
Oh, okay.
Now,
So
so what else?
what else has been going on?
Nothing really. We've just been getting ready for our Christmas things, haven't we? Really, there's been going loads of things going on here, like voting for. They're going to be decorating the hallways in the flats here,
Yeah.
which we passed. Well, we managed to get in time, didn't we, for our votes? Yeah, but we think we've lost. It's only two. It's the option between two ideas.
Do you get to do you do anything for Christmas Eve? Do you like do anything special?
Well, we'll be
our dinner.
already at the sisters.
That's our big dinner.
Yeah, so that's when they have their main dinner on the Christmas Eve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then they have a big breakfast the next day.
Right.
Opening gifts. And just being
Yeah.
with family.
With all the gifts and stuff. It's going to be a quiet one, but actually next week is Steve's birthday. It's his
Happy birthday, Steve, in advance.
it's his 56th birthday, so he's 2 years younger than me, really, Vince.
Well, he's 42.
Yeah, he's 42. And then our uncle Jim, he's going to be 60 on December the 20th. So we're going to have a joint birthday again at Steve's sister. So she's doing the hard work. So we have to be good and take hostess gifts and things like that. But
Well, and where is she? She's not in Miami, right?
Melbourne Beach, they are. But they're yeah, it's lovely. I mean, we've been 3 hours north of Miami, Vince, straight up.
Right.
But yeah, we've been so it's been really nice. We went to what was that place the other day? Michael's for lunch. We took you there one time.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, that place. And then I had a lovely Manhattan cocktail, which was it's just whiskey with a cherry in it and just some cherry juice. And it's really nice.
No, yeah.
Rosemary.
Do you do the eggnog thing?
I haven't made it, but I don't think they're keen on it.
Yeah, because Pagnotta, my brother-in-law,
Yeah.
he's a huge fan of eggnog, but he always gets the stuff that's from the fridge rather than from the liquor store.
Oh yeah. What to make it?
It's like a milkshake, really.
Yeah, it's with real eggs in it though, isn't it? It's got real- yeah. But
So I'm gonna make some proper stuff this year,
yeah, make some real eggnog, Vince, with rum, isn't it?
rum in it, yes.
Yes, with rum. And then I remember my nan, she used to have snowballs. They were called snowballs.
Those are blast in the past.
Eggnog with lemonade.
Oh,
Wasn't it?
lovely. Yeah.
It goes all fluffy, like a
Yeah.
soda, ice cream soda, or those Coca-Cola floats. It's like that.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
My mum used to, because my father, I think my dad never liked coffee, so we never had coffee in the house ever.
Yeah, not even camp coffee.
Never. No, coffee. It was always tea. So but on Christmas time, she had a percolator, and she would dust off this percolator on Christmas Eve, and then she would make this coffee. And those things, do you remember them?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And we had real coffee, and then when I was a little older, she would share the coffee with me because with a little bit of whiskey in it.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, I thought that was like the bee's knees, mate.
Special. It was really special. It was. I love all those things, all those times. When they. I was saying because my mum used to she loved watching foreign films. Like then it was called Film International because I think they were more racy. In the 70s, they were more like a bit racy. So she liked watching those, but that kind of got me into languages and things. But I think on Friday the greengrocer used to come round in his van, So she'd go inside and I'd go in with her in the van, and she'd pick like what things she wanted to have, like apples or pears. And then I remember I tried my first pomegranate with my mum, and it was like a really exotic thing to like have a pomegranate, yeah. And then she would let me stay up late, and we'd have like bacon rancheros, or whatever they're called, those crisps, those.
Oh my God, yeah.
Bacon, they look like little bits of bacon as well, the crisps. So I just felt really special, And it's those things like when the whole family's really poorly. I think we all had measles one time, like the whole family,
Cool.
I remember my nan coming round to visit us, and they'd have these brown paper bags. We each got one, and inside the bag was like an orange and one of those ice creams, like a fake ice cream with that foam inside it. That foam sort of stuff. But as you say, it's all those little things that's gives you the best memories, don't they?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's totally true. For sure. I mean, it's funny with Christmas because here in America, I mean, Thanksgiving is the big thing, here, and Christmas is a little bit like sidelined, I think.
It's a sideline, yeah.
And but I still really enjoy Christmas.
Yeah.
I enjoy the whole. It's not the presents or anything like that. It's like the food. It's like the, Michael Parkinson on TV.
Yeah.
And Top of the Pops. Remember that?
Yeah. Do you get what was I going to say? Oh no! I forgot what I was going to say now. I forgot what I was going to say now, Vince. You don't.
Do you remember Christmas Top of the Pops?
Yeah.
We used to have such big, huge arguments in our house because my mum's dinner would be ready.
Right.
And it was a big deal because my mum hated cooking, so like it was you resented her cooking, and like Top of the Pops would always come on at the same time as she just finished making dinner, and we would like scream and fight about it.
You weren't allowed not to leave the table and to
no, totally. No, totally not. And but I love Christmas. I mean, I do. I love Christmas. I love the whole.
You never get enough sleep though here on Christmas.
No,
anyone doesn't, because it's kind of you wake up so early with the presents and things,
Yeah.
Was you going to play anything, Vince, from the?
Oh yeah, so I'm going to play this next actually, and hopefully it will work. This is I've done so Andy and I have made this record, which is basically we've used bits and pieces from the Neon record, and made new tracks, ambient tracks mostly, and
freshly created.
Yeah, we can't say when it's going to be released. We can't say what it's called.
No.
But it's basically the alt Neon record, and it's going to be released sometime in the future. How vague is that, mate?
In the new year, sometime in the new year.
Sometime in the new year.
Yeah.
And here's a taster. Here we go.
That's a trick. Is that it? Is that it, Vince?
That's it.
Oh, trick. How did you put that together, those things?
Yeah, so that's the alt, not the official name. That's the alt Neon record that's going to be coming out vaguely sometime in the future.
Yeah.
And it's not called alt Neon.
No, maybe towards the end of the tour.
I don't know.
I don't know either. So
we
haven't got any fans' questions or anything, have we, this time?
Yeah, I think so. We could do that now, maybe. Richard, if you're around.
Yeah, we can bring some of that on, yeah, no problem.
I just saw you fall asleep. I know that.
He didn't, did he?
You did, yeah.
Oh. Well, apparently it's freezing there as well, though, in Dorset. Or
It's cold here at the moment.
Dorset. Oh, was you sleeping? Sorry, Richard.
Nice jumper,
Thank you very much. Festive, isn't
isn't it?
it? So I've got a bag of questions for you here,
Yeah.
which people have sent in, and I'm just going to pull them out at random and ask you some questions. Are you ready? First question comes from someone called Blue Savannah, and she, I'm assuming it's a she says, what are your favourite songs?
Whatever.
Ever.
Songs of anything
Of anything, yeah.
or of ourselves. Vince.
10cc, I'm not in love.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Really good one. That's Steve's favourite song as well. I'm not in love, so don't forget it. It's just a silly phase I'm going through. That one.
Yeah. It's one of those songs that you listen to and you go, yeah, well, that's me.
That's me. That's me in that song.
Okay, next question comes from Wayne and Louise Boyce.
Oh.
Question for both Vince and Andy. Christmas Day this year, dry goose or moist turkey?
Dry goose, but I would much rather have a more moist turkey than a dry goose.
Yeah, I'm doing beef, so, and I've learned over the years how to not make it dry. So, because all my family, they don't like red meat, but don't like meat that's got any signs of blood in it. But I've worked out a system to make it still not dry and still tasty, but not be bloody.
Wow,
Roast beef for me.
that's good. Roast beef.
Excellent. Ironically, the next question from Simon Skinner is to both Andy and Vince. What's for Christmas dinner this year and who's cooking? So we know what meat you're having. What are you serving with your meat?
What do we have with it, hon? Great red cabbage,
Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. Probably you don't get so much chestnuts over here.
No.
We do chestnuts again.
Yeah, but you can buy them. They're in vacuum packs.
Cans, yeah.
Vacuum packs. Because it's a nightmare anyway, roasting your own nuts. and have you ever tried peeling one, a chestnut?
No.
It's a nightmare.
Is it?
Really a nightmare. Yeah, they get all under your nails and you can't peel it off. It's like peeling a conker,
Oh my god.
but baked. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have that
Roasted
and
potatoes.
roast
Oh, we're
potatoes,
gonna try an
maybe
baked oyster casserole
and
this
a
year.
baked oyster casserole.
You're showing off, I can hear that.
apparently.
Well, we're having frozen peas and frozen sweet corn with that.
Yeah, we like anything frozen as well. That's convenient.
Okay, next question comes from Caroline Watkins. She says, I am addicted to the Neon album. Is there any chance you'll be adding more shows to the schedule for next year?
I think they were already added, weren't they, Richard?
Yeah, I think basically we've announced everything that we're going to announce.
Yeah, and South America as well. Yeah, that
In
was
South America. That was announced yesterday, Thursday, Wednesday. It was announced this week.
So I think by the time we've got to that point, we probably might want to take a break. Do you think? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a little bit hit and miss, isn't it? I mean, Germany at the moment is not looking. I know the promoter's going to hate me for this, but it's still looking a bit dodgy, And
I'm sure it'll be fine though. We hope.
hopefully it'll be fine. And we'll be doing some shows in Germany and in Denmark, and then we're coming back to the UK, and then we'll be going to South America.
Yeah.
And hopefully by then everything will be cool and
Yeah.
it'll be fine. And we look. I mean, and I hope so because we love playing South America.
We love it.
We always have a laugh,
It's always an adventure down there.
It's always an adventure.
It really is. It really is an adventure. And yeah, but it was really sad because I went up to the train before I left back up to Manchester, Vince, to see my tattoo guy, and the train went by Milton Keynes Bowl. You know where we played?
Yeah.
It's not there anymore.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's just like a dust bowl. So I thought, well, we wouldn't, like in the heydays when we went back and played Milton Keynes Bowl. I thought, well, we wouldn't be able to anyway because it's not there.
Is that right? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other place, Docklands, that's not there either.
That closed down, didn't it?
Yeah, even though we played the O2 with Docklands. The other place where we've got our Walk of Fame in there, where we put our hands in there. Do you remember?
Yes.
Hands in the pavement. It's closed down. So this our handprints are somewhere in the East End, stuck on a piece of pavement slab randomly, unless it's been knocked into smithereens. I don't know.
Okay, next question from Darren Lumby. What music video was the most fun to make?
I think Love to Hate You was really fun because we had loads and loads of fans came to the making of the video and took part in it, and we hired, it was either Bishopsgate Market or somewhere like that. Yeah, and so we took over the whole arcade, and it was we must have started really early in the morning because it was a whole day shoot, wasn't it, Vince? Usually they used to go from like 6 a.m. till 4 a.m. the next day sometimes. And we had a mock runway that was filled with water, and it was going to like splash all the people in their faces while we were dancing. And then Vince had his own flying
thing,
which loads of people thought was really real.
Yeah, well, I have that in my backyard. You know, I fly to the Metropolitan
Museum
Centre now and then. You know that. My favourite was probably, or two actually. Chorus I really enjoyed doing.
Yeah, that was right.
Brighton or something, wasn't it?
Brighton, yeah, somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about Am I Right?
Oh, I love that. Yeah, that was cool.
Lovely, weren't it? Oh.
Yeah.
Because that was our infamous time in Amsterdam, Vince, wasn't it?
Exactly.
Rob French says, you've been performing some excellent cover versions on recent tours, including most recently Eurythmics' Love is a Stranger and Blondie's Atomic. Yeah. What has been your favourite cover to perform live and why?
Ever? For me, I think it has been Supernature, because I think it was quite an unusual track to pick then. And which was written by Cerrone originally, I think, and the lyrics were by Lena Lovitch, which not many people know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they. But I really enjoyed that. I think because of the whole space theme of the Wild show. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. I have an affection for Gimme Gimme.
Oh yeah,
just because that was one of the tracks that we used to do when we really just first started as a band. Yes. That was one of our standards.
That was our go-to, wasn't it, Vince? What about go-to? Yeah. I did. Yeah, that was brilliant, and that was the B-side to Oda Moore, wasn't it? Then one of the extra tracks as well.
It was an extra track somewhere along the line, yeah, for sure. Yeah. But I love performing that one. It was such a good song anyway, such a good track. And from a synthesizer point of view, it's very technically interesting.
I have to say, I was very pleasantly surprised as well by the new ABBA album. I didn't think I was going to like it.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's not terrible, Vince. But I think it's really mature. Some of the songs on there.
Really boring.
No, like who would write a song called Bumblebee? I think
exactly. My point made.
But they said anyway. It doesn't matter. But I thought it was quite cool that they said that because they got nominated for a Billboard award or something, or I don't know, MTV award or whatever. No, Grammy, yeah, Grammy. And they said, well, they think anybody that leaves 40 years in between one album and the next deserves a Grammy just for that.
For the longevity.
Just for having a gap of 40 years between the albums. So watch this space.
Yeah.
Like, how old are
Funnily enough, the next question from Vera was, what do you think of the new ABBA album? So moving on from that one. Anita Sanderson says, we loved your jazzy t-shirts on the tour, Andy. Were they personally made, and where did you get them from?
They weren't personally made, but my very good friend Dean Bright went and bought them for me. And he has very good sources, though. He knows where to go and who to ask. Some of those things.
Okay, the next one is from Robert, and he says, who is the most pain in the backside? Not
Me.
quite sure whether he means anyone in the world or out of the two of you.
Well, I think out of the two of us, I think I get away with much more than he does. So it's all swings and roundabouts.
Yeah, we don't really have a pain in the backside. I mean, you know, it's otherwise we wouldn't have been together for so long. You know, if
we get moody sometimes, but so everybody does, don't they?
exactly, you know, and especially when you're on tour, you kind of like you turn into a team. It's quite interesting, you know.
Yeah, because you are living in each other's pockets, literally.
Yeah.
aren't you?
And you're both equally as nervous as each other. You know, it's not like it's a one-man show. It's like you go, oh my God, I'm shitting my bricks right
You
now.
cannot believe the stress either. It is
Yeah.
just like something else, you know. It's beyond. It's off the Richter scale. Is the stress?
Yeah, so we need each other.
Yeah, we need each other to cling on to. Necessary, yeah, or for a good cry or anything. Yeah.
Kev Grant would like to know, would you ever let the fans choose a concert set list?
I think that's quite an interesting idea for an experiment, but it will probably get vetoed though.
Yeah, I mean, I think the problem is that, you know, you've got like, because you know that people are going to come up with ideas of the most obscure stuff.
Yeah.
You sort of, you know, when Andy comes up with the idea for the set list, it's like, you know, you're trying to please everybody. You know, it's not about pleasing,
No, anymore.
appeasing.
Pleasing or appeasing. Yeah.
You can't do that. You know, you come up with like what you think is a balanced playlist. There's some stuff there that people know. There's some stuff that people don't necessarily know.
Yeah.
And also to make it like the whole show kind of like work together, I think.
You have to go surprise.
Yeah.
But also, I think you get in your own brain when you're trying to think of a list. I always forget which songs that we played. I always forget. They said, "Oh no, you played that song on every single tour that we played," and I don't know. I think, oh, we haven't played that for ages, you know, and stuff like that. So things get stuck in your mind that you don't.
Yeah.
I'm not, you know, you don't have any control over it, really, do you? The things.
Yeah, no.
Victoria asks, my question to both the boys is this: if you could only take one book with you on a long trip, what book would it be?
One book.
Yeah.
No. I don't know. I think I'd have to, might be a bit controversial and just say I'm going to take the Bible because I don't understand a bit of shit about it. So
I would probably take like every single Graham Greene book because they're so dull. And well, they're all dull, but they're kind of all dull in a way.
Well, are they crime thrillers then, Vince? Or what are they?
They're not crime. They're just dull.
Right. So what happens then? Nothing.
Nothing.
No.
Well, in a lot of them, it doesn't happen. I mean,
What are they about though? Are they about like going to the seaside or?
there's Animal Farm.
Oh, Animal Farm.
No, that's George Orwell.
That's George Orwell. Yeah.
Graham Greene. I'm thinking of like The Last American, stuff like that. It's like kind of like just really because he used to work for the BBC, I think, and
yeah, they did, yeah.
and he was a bit of a communist on the side,
Oh,
you know.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. I just this although they're really dull, they're kind of like engaging as well.
The Lighthouse.
Keep the Expeditious Flying. That book that was like so
About flying.
Keep the Expeditious Flying. I think. Listen, I'm probably getting this all completely wrong, so I'm not really a little.
Expeditious Flying. Oh yeah, it probably is.
I'm going to ask another question. Save you while you're ahead.
Okay.
Dan says, "What is your most favourite song that you've ever recorded as Erasure?"
Favourite song as Erasure.
My favourite song that we've ever recorded is probably Sometimes.
Yeah, I think my favourite song for Hours is Oh No More because Vince gave it to me, half of it.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh.
Okay, so from Nicola Armit, what is your favourite cover that you've done? Oh, we've done that one already, haven't we? She Loves River Deep, Mountain High.
Oh, that's quite good. Quite good.
And from Beverly, she says, out of all the tours you've done, have you had a favourite, and what made it your favourite?
Beverly Macca.
No, Beverly Quint.
Beverly.
Favorite tour? I don't know. Well, I mean, I don't know really. I mean, I'll get in trouble as well saying it. Phantasmagorical tour.
BPM tour.
I was a completely different person.
BPM tour.
Yeah, that was the very first one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
BPM.
Yeah. That was a laugh.
That was, yeah. With Derek and James. Yeah.
Christian asks, why don't you do collaborations with other artists on Erasure albums?
Because nobody's asked us, have they, Vince?
No one's interested.
No.
And who can blame them?
Then we have got from Chris Maiden. I was at Milton Keynes Bowl all them years ago. What a brilliant day. Have you any plans to do something on that large scale again?
Depends on demand, doesn't it? It's like you can't.
I mean, I'm sure we'd love to play the universe, but we have to sell tickets and stuff. So, you know, maybe in the future something will happen, and we can. Well, I'm thinking about we can do after this the Beatles thing, you know, that's been going on. You know, the Beatles documentary. I think maybe we should do that gig on that roof somewhere, you know, and recreate that.
What, London?
Yeah, the one that they did on the EMI.
Oh yeah,
roof.
Abbey Road.
Yeah, we could play like the roof of Abbey Road. That'd be quite cool.
Well, they've just got a film as well, haven't they? Come out, isn't it?
Yeah. It looks kind of. It looks. I mean, the bits I've seen, it looks really good. Actually,
makes them really human. I think. Just
yeah, and they are funny.
Yeah, they are really funny. Like really, really funny.
Yeah.
And also, it wasn't like a big, huge fallout. It was, you know, all the Yoko and everything, and it wasn't true. None of it.
I don't think it was that bad, you know.
No,
they were fed up.
They were decent, yeah, like us, you know, just too much, weren't it? All that stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, question for Andy. This is from Cynthia from Argentina. She says, "Is it true that you want to be a beekeeper?"
A beekeeper? Well, we do want to keep some bees, but you have to. Apparently, you can't just keep them. You have to get a mum. I know you have to get a queen, and make sure she's comfortable there, and that she likes it. And then you have to introduce like the colonies of the queen bee and see if they like her and if she likes them and all this stuff. But yes, we would like to.
Fantastic. Steve McKenna says, huge fan here. I remember years ago you talked about recording an album of nursery rhymes. Did anything ever come of that? Was anything ever recorded, and will it ever see fruition?
I think it will, yeah. But I think by the time we've finished it, that might be our swan song. Do you think? Nursery Rhymes album.
That'd be a good swan song, actually.
Yeah,
That would be a cool swan song.
yeah. So that will be
Something very simple, very
20
like,
more years.
yeah. Good idea.
Yeah. That's a nice title as well, really, for it, isn't it? Ta-ra.
Louisa Mitchell says it's Christmas jumper day today, which means lots of us are wearing dreadful jumpers. Did you ever wear anything and then totally regret it?
No. No.
Okay. This one is from Kathy. She says, is home where your heart is, or do you have a favourite place to live?
Home is always where my heart is, and my heart is with that man.
Vincent.
Basildon.
Be that man.
Sean McWilliams says, who were the first live bands you saw when you first started going to concerts?
Ooh. Well, who was your first live band, Vince? It was you, wasn't it? You were it.
No, first concert I ever went to was probably a band called After the Fire. And then after that, it was it was probably The Cure, because I'm cool, you know.
Mine was Joe Jackson, my first band, and Japan.
Did you see Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah, at Hammersmith.
Loughborough Hall, where we played many times, or Leicester, to Montfort Hall, Leicester.
Was they good?
They were good, yeah. It was kind of, it was a little slightly boring, but
Yeah, they're a bit boring. Yeah.
yeah, but quite
I took
good.
I took Oscar to his first concert ever
Wow.
last week, 2 weeks ago. We went to see the
Churches.
Richard
Churches.
Churches, yeah.
Oh, you told me about that band before.
Yeah, it was really funny to watch him because he was so excited. And I'm thinking to myself, where's the bar? And he's like going, oh, you know, he was jumping up and down and everything, like a real concert goer. And I'm thinking, yeah, I kind of remember that when I was a kid, you know. That was the coolest thing about it. But and actually they were very good as well. Recommended.
You sound like you're turning into Joan Crawford, Vince.
I know. Oh.
Karen Wilson asks, how did it make you both feel being back on the road and on stage after lockdown, especially doing the bigger venues in the Neon Tour?
Back on the road again. It was lovely, but I think until this coronavirus thing is sorted, I don't think it's going to be quite the same experience.
No. I mean, I missed meeting new people. I mean, we had like a lot of crew on this last tour. There were 40 people, I think, and it would have been nice to like get to know them and socialize and stuff. But we weren't allowed to do that, or no one was allowed to do anything really. So that was a bit.
It was kind of
deadened the experience.
It was confining, wasn't it, a little bit, Vince?
Yeah.
So how's do you miss sausage rolls?
I can make sausage rolls, so I don't miss them.
Are they the same when you make them?
They're much better.
Yeah. So you buy the puff pastry.
Buy the puff pastry. Strip out the sausages.
Yeah.
Bake them.
Lovely. So you don't get like mince. You make them with mince.
No, you make them with you get a proper sausage. There's a sausage maker, UK sausage maker, which is weird. Who lives in upstate New York.
Oh.
I get their sausages, their sausage meat, strip the sausage meat out of them, which is already seasoned and perfect. They're not too fatty.
Okay.
And just wrap them in puff pastry, and they're delicious. Come round one day.
Well, that's the thing I have to say, which is silly really, because they're not that good for you, are they?
No, maybe this is after your stuffing failure.
Yeah.
Maybe you could.
My stuffing failure. After my stuffing failure.
I'll send you a recipe for sausage rolls. You could redeem yourself.
Oh no, I don't think they would go near my mince ever again, Vince. unless you know a good vegetarian version.
Well, I'm sure there are, but no, I don't know any.
No.
Question from Ash. He says, as a terribly devoted fan who adored the exquisite orchestral versions Andrew Poppy made for you on the Two-Ring Circus, and also the Echo Collective work, any chance of an Erasure Retro Ballads album?
Retro ballads?
Yeah.
Well, I love that idea. I think that's a brilliant idea.
I think it would be really lovely, Vince, as well, to do some Spanish versions now.
Well, how's your Spanish these days?
Well, it's much better than it was when we did Love and Hate. Always, bloody hell. They were dreadful. When I hear it, I think of the audacity of when I hear myself,
I think they were always quite cool,
So even the thing that we began with was singing in Latin. I don't know how to speak Latin. I know it's like a dead language, but they teach it in grammar school. But it got I didn't do Latin, so there was a few comments I think about my Latin being lousy
Was there really?
From In Gaudete, but who knows? I know the Queen speaks it, doesn't she, when she's reading out some of her.
She says it. She doesn't know it though, does she? Doesn't speak freaking Latin, does she?
I don't know. I don't know if anybody is anyone an expert, Vince, Richard, in Latin. Sorry.
Is anyone? I'm sure someone is. None of us are.
Hey, because you're not. You're not.
I'm not.
Okay.
George would like to know, on the Neon tour, what's your favourite song to perform?
On Neon, well, I know it's not. Which I thought I would really like that song.
Oh, let's skip it. Can we drop it then?
Yeah. No, we're not dropping
Excellent. Okay, I just got that in writing.
it. No, we're not dropping it, Vince. It won't be long enough contractually, the show.
Just replace it with Breath of Life.
Favourite?
If you want to put Breath of Life in, I don't mind at all.
Well, instead of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
All
I
right.
think you should put in Time.
Time, okay. I was just rehearsing along to it, and it's actually not that bad. I thought it would be quite tricky, but it's not that bad. So we put Time in then, and Breath of Life.
Right, I'm writing this down.
Yeah. That's for your trade-off.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I was listening to Breath of Life the other day. And I'm thinking that's quite good, actually.
You used to say that was rubbish, that song. You say, oh no, we don't play that one live. It's not very good. I was like, yes, it is.
Amy Shepherd would like to ask you, what's your favourite Top of the Pops performance from any band or artist? And what's your favourite Top of the Pops performance for Erasure?
Well, I have to say, I mean, my favourite band, I think, is seeing Human League on Top of the Pops at any point. But I remember seeing them being interviewed, and there was one point when they were playing Christmas Top of the Pops, and somebody sprayed that funfetti, that string, and it went right down her throat when she was singing, and she couldn't breathe. One of the singers, and I thought, you poor girl, because imagine it going down there,
My favourite Top of the Pop performance was Sex Pistols, and they weren't on the show, but Pan's People did like a dance to it. I think it was pretty vacant. I'm not sure.
No, they did it.
It was so bad, but it was brilliant.
Oh my God.
And what about your Erasure favourites?
Breath of Life.
What was the one where I wore a bride's
Where you're,
gown?
where you're in drag. You're in drag all the time. One was, I saw one from Chorus. You were in drag on top of the box, and then that other one was Take a Chance on Me.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I thought they probably think that Vince is really a strange guy.
Okay, David French says, "Happy Christmas, guys. Love the Christmas album. Have you ever thought about doing a jazz album in an Erasure style?"
I think that's a swear word in Vince's language, isn't it, Vince?
We'll move right on.
The answer to the question is no.
Anne-Marie says, "Vince and Andy, where is your favourite place for a holiday?"
My favourite holiday is here, and we had a lovely holiday in Cancun. I have to say, it was really, really nice.
Well, I'm split actually because Camber Sands. When Ponting's Camber Sands, that was a really good holiday I had with my family, and also I would say Tuscany. When my wife and I cycled around Tuscany, that was really cool.
Camber Sands, Pontins, and Skegness, Butlins.
Glennis says, "Have you ever celebrated the Christmas holidays together?"
I don't think
We've been close.
Yeah, we've been in New York together, haven't we?
Yeah, we were been close. I think when Andy was living in Highgate, and I was living in Surrey, and we came together quite close.
Yeah.
While, didn't we? I think. And and
Probably.
what about Holland? We didn't do a Christmas in Holland, did we?
Well, I think we went out for Christmas, not for actual Christmas dinner, but we probably went out for Indonesian or something like that.
Indonesian, yeah.
Yeah, which we'd loved though. Which we loved. I mean, I loved when Vince was living in Holland and I was living in Berlin, and we just meet up and eat in whichever city we were in.
Eat and drink.
Yeah, eat and drink.
And do drugs.
All the cows were coming home in the morning. Yeah.
Rosie, Liz, and Billy Bean say, "Do you buy each other Christmas presents?"
We used to. That's not true. Andy and Steve just sent us a lovely little Christmas gift, and I think Tracy sent you something, right?
We had a lovely gift.
Christmas.
Yeah.
So
tell her thank you so much, Vince.
Of course.
But we're just surprising each other, don't we? Anyway, so it doesn't have to be on Christmas. Yeah.
No.
Question for Vince from Ken Kelly. Does Vince still crave Tato crisps as they are only available in Ireland?
Potatoes.
Oh, I like those crisps, man.
You can get them. I've seen them in somewhere else. In I don't know if Lidl sells them, do they?
Well, you probably get them at Amazon. The thing I've been recently into actually is chicken skin crisps.
Made out of real chicken skin.
Yeah, man. I mean, they are seriously bad.
Yeah.
Are very, very salty. They taste like chicken skin. It's basically deep fried chicken skin with a little bit of salt on it, or a lot of salt on it.
Very southern. That must be.
I'll send you. I'll make sure it's on the rider for our US tour.
Okay, lovely.
It's going to be a challenge for them, isn't it?
Yep. Southern skins. Probably you know where to get them. Steve, do you? Chicken skins?
Yeah, just right down the road.
Down the road. It was so funny, Vince. I was sitting in the dentist the other day. This was in downtown Miami, and a group of ducks just walks by. This is really
Not the start of a joke.
life. No, a group of ducks, and they were like not only ducks, they're like black and white spotted ducks, like like white ducks with like black dabble marks on them, like those horses. And I said to Vince, "So where?" I thought they must have came from the right down by the beach where we were the other day. And he goes, "Oh no, that's just where they live." in town. They just wander around.
Harold Hopkinson would like to know what your favourite Christmas movies are.
Don't really have any favourite Christmas movies. Reindeer the movie, Rudolph. Rudolph's quite good.
Yeah.
But they show it here every year. It's one of those stop-start animation ones.
Yeah.
And apparently, well, people used to think that Rupert was gay, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure anymore. You know how the world's changed. Or Griswold's Family Christmas, when this is so stupid.
Vince, have you got one? You got
What's
a
your
favourite, Vince?
I can't think of a particular movie, a Christmas movie that I no. So the answer is no.
What about It's a Wonderful World, whatever it's called? That.
It's a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Naff.
It's a bit overdone, Christmas, isn't it? To be honest.
Okay, we'll move on. Phil says, why did you drop Fly Away from the set on the Neon tour? And will it come back in Germany?
Why?
Why did you drop Fly Away?
Why?
Naff.
Because we thought it wasn't going down very well with the audiences. That's why.
Yeah.
This one says, hi, Andy and Vince. Following from this year's release of I Say, I Say, I Say, can I ask, how did you link up with St. Patrick's Cathedral Choir to do So the Story Goes and Miracle? And do you still keep in touch with them?
We had Martin Ware, who was the producer, just called up the vicar.
Yeah. So Martin, well, I think it was his idea, wasn't it? I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, yours and Martin.
No, it was,
Nothing to do with me.
yeah. So anyway, so he organised the whole thing, though. Yeah, you're right.
Laura Sampson would like to know, do you dabble in any other art forms?
Only witchcraft.
Dark arts. No, I do. I like tarot. I like crystals. And I know it all sounds a bit sort of airy fairy, but it's true. Gemstones I love, and that's about it, really, isn't it? Yeah, I don't read so much. I wish I could read more. But you're the reader, aren't you, Vince? So much? I don't know.
I love a book. Yes, I love a book. Should we play some more music now, Richard?
Pardon?
Yeah,
I haven't
music.
listened to music for ages.
Do you want to do another remix, or do you want to go to the video that's going to close the show?
What do you think?
I think we should go to the video.
Video?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to remove myself from the screen. While I set the video up, do you want to sort of do your Merry Christmas to all the people who are watching? And then we're all done.
Great. Okay. Well, I just wanted to say thank you very much to everybody that's made the year so great for Erasure last year, and the year before, and for coming to see the shows. It's really amazing. And, we hope that me and Vince have got loads more time to entertain you.
Yeah, and I just say thank you very much for listening to our little thing. I mean, I'm sure that we're a tad boring, but we're glad that you checked
We're
us.
old.
And
Ooh, that's good. That was good.
I'm very bored. God, I'm so boring. Just cut me out,
But Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a fantastic time. Yeah. And Vince, sorry.
Yeah, have a lovely Christmas, and we'll see you all in the new year.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the end.
Love you, everybody. Love you, Tracy. Thank you so much. Aw. We'll see you in the January. Yeah.
We'll be together.
See you, Vince.